I don't want to walk down the street and people are like, oh, he goes to the gym. I want to walk down the street and people are like, what the hell is that?
I don't look ideal to how others think. During high school, I had a growth spurt and I turned into a big, tall, skinny, lanky white boy. And I was always known as that. That took a toll on me.
A lot more young men there, here every day, just trying to maintain the image or the body that they want to keep up with their Instagram.
They say toughen up and be a big man. That's all my brothers want to become. Everybody's like an actor. What's it mean to be a real one?
What it means to be a man in New Zealand is changing. There are more of us talking about our feelings and being open about our lives. This is a 5-part series that looks at the issues affecting young men in New Zealand. I'm Phillip, and I'll be chatting with my mates, Liam and Teowai. This is one for the boys.
We have our first competitor, and his name is Teowai.
When you get into bodybuilding, it becomes a very selfish sport because it's about, when you're eating, when you're resting, when you're going to the gym.
Jared is among thousands of young men feeling the pressure to look good. He's training for his first bodybuilding competition. He goes to the gym 3 times a day, 5 days a week.
I guess I was just unhappy with myself as a person. I've been on both ends of the scale. I've also been really, really skinny with no muscle mass, and I've also been quite large with no muscle mass. I was probably just down to the fact that I didn't like being overweight, and I guess I assumed that people were judged all the time because of it, and maybe that internal self-doubt played a big part in, self-esteem issues, confidence issues, all that sort of thing. So when I started losing weight and maybe seeing a little bit of the abs come out, or maybe quads growing, it was really, really good, and it motivated me to go more and more and more. That's the thing, is as a dude, you come here for the ladies, but it's just the dudes that compliment you, not the ladies.
More and more of us are hitting the gym. Memberships have grown by over 50% in 10 years, and under 25s now make up half of those.
My first competition coming up, and I'm looking forward to it. To be in an area with lots of bodybuilders that have the same sort of mindset is going to be amazing. I got my posing trunks the other day. I was a bit mortified at trying them on and realising that there's literally nothing left to hide. You're just fully exposed.
At this point in his training, Jared's body fat is so low, it's hard to measure accurately.
I've never had much of a social life. I've always been quite introverted, but now it's pretty much dead. It's just a life of eating, sleeping and training. And my current partner, she's done shows before, she knows the drill. I will take my own meals to a restaurant that allows it. Some restaurants don't like that. Otherwise, I had to stay home because I don't need that distraction during this time. I heard someone say it a long time ago, and it sort of stuck with me, as I don't eat for pleasure, I eat for a purpose, so I don't, if it tastes like shit, you just chew it and eat it, how it is.
Should I feed it to it?
I spoke to my mates Teowai and Liam to hear their own experiences with body image.
There's a little bit of intimidation going to the gym for me in the current state that I am.
You feel extremely vulnerable the first time you go to the gym because you don't really have much information on anything, so you're just learning. But then you see these big ass bodybuilders in there, and they just stare at you because you're the newbie, and you don't know what you're doing. And
you're entering some kind of clique.
Exactly.
That you haven't really been a part of at all.
Exactly.
I don't go to the gym, I do calisthenics at home. It's way easier on the wallet and time. So the reason I got into the gym was I weigh the same I do now as I did at the start of intermediate. So when I was younger, I was real overweight. I thought I was real overweight. I was really just a bit real chubby. But in my head, that was, I looked at myself in the mirror and I was didn't like the way I looked. And then taking those first steps and seeing that improvement really gave me the courage and the self-belief. And literally I feel I can do anything now that I've done something I thought I couldn't do.
Oli Fata works for Les Mills, where he trains young guys trying to achieve their ideal bodies.
Got it? I've been a trainer for 15 plus years. I tried a little bit of a bodybuilding show, and it was quite a hard case actually. I had to drop about 25 kgs to be in the weight group that I wanted to be in. I say I was pretty proud of myself. I didn't place or anything, but at least I look good.
Back in 2001, he was also in the reality show Strip Search.
The youth of today are more aware of, you know, body image and the way that they look in a certain way. I suppose that comes under Instagram and the social media that's, you know, that's available now. They train to look good and, you know, and also feeling good, but I suppose mostly just to try and, you know, look good for the girls really, you know, or having that six pack when it comes around to, you know, the summertime, hitting the beach and making sure that they're updating the Instagram, some good photos, you know.
There's now 1 million Kiwis on Instagram. We know what comes up can affect how we see ourselves and even how we want to look.
Do you feel like social media plays a big part these days?
Definitely plays a big part. It's like if I load up my Instagram now and go into my search algorithms, it is either full of gym memes or just bodybuilders, that's it. And, you know, like what I used to see 6 months ago to what I see now is the same, but the people are bigger and more shredded, so it's almost like it adapts to what you're doing.
I honestly think most people don't understand how hard that shit is. Even getting like toned abs and shit is ridiculous. Like the amount of work you have to put in.
The bodybuilders themselves, I have a lot of respect for them. I just feel sometimes some of the advertisement around bodybuilding can be a bit degrading to the not so buff man. Well, on either TV adverts or online, where it'll just be, oh, this, you know, it'll be like before and after, 6 weeks, you try.
Yeah.
I see a lot of impact with on just mainly Instagram. I see people with physiques that are unmatchable, really.
Just following these big personalities that had like the dream body and the body that like everyone would want. I would like see photos that have been taken on me and I'm like, nah, fuck it, I don't like how I look in that whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then like I would always aim for like specific angles. Now I just post whatever I want because it doesn't matter. Like, who cares?
I'm pumped, I'm ready to go.
Were you nervous last night?
No, I was more excited. I was actually like, I couldn't sleep properly because I was like, fuck, I can't wait to get on the, you know, stage and like show off. I guess I went into the gym wanting to build that sort of confidence, but now I do it for me because I love the sport, not for showing off or, you know, everyone's got a bit of an ego, but it's got to put that in the back door.
The National Championship is New Zealand's largest amateur bodybuilding competition. Jared is one of the 71 competitors this year.
My name's Jim Pitt. I'm the president of the NABA New Zealand. That's what we're here for today for the National Championship. Well, we're looking for a well-balanced physique, making sure that it's muscle development. When you're under the heavy lights, if you don't have any tanning on, you just look very white and you can't see the definition of the muscles.
We have our first competitor, and his name is Jared Guy.
Walk in like a boss where my money at. See me and I'm looking like 100 racks. Looking, yeah, you looking at a winner, chicken dinner, sorry that you.
Really good. Yeah, really nervous for him, but he's doing well. He looks really good. I'm really proud of him.
Thank you, gentlemen. Well done.
Thank you for this.
My lower left cramp though. Oh, fuck. Good though. Good.
Feeling good?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I'm done. You can't even explain the feeling when you're up there, like on stage in front of everyone. It was just amazing. It's actually quite strange, like, you know, I'm a lot more confident in like I feel more secure about myself and stuff, but it's also taught me to appreciate that not everyone's going to do this lifestyle, not everyone's going to do it, and like if you are happy in your body, just live a happy, healthy life. And I wish I had that mindset back then. Just bring on next year and I'll snatch a first place for me. So, but no, as far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty stoked.
They say toughen up and be a big man. That's all my brothers wanna become. Everybody's like an actor. What's it mean to be a real one? Put my worries in my palms. Trust that I cannot remain calm. No.
I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one.